Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of 5 Minute Crypto. Again, no ads, no BS, so make sure you support the channel by pressing the like button and subscribing. 3 straight record days drive CME Bitcoin futures open interest to all-time high. So yes, open interest for CME Bitcoin futures made a new all-time high of just under $500 million on Friday, the third consecutive day of open interest records this week. Significant growth in CME futures demonstrates the intensifying contest between the stalwart institutional trading platform and crypto-native derivatives exchanges like, for example, BitMEX. Really big ongoing war, but some records are being broken. Bitcoin derivatives exchange lost volume in April, but could the halving bring it back? Well, ever since Bitcoin began its recovery post its violent fall in March, it managed to bring back the positive yield to the market. Since its low of 38.50 in March, which is something a lot of us can't even visualize anymore, it looks like 6,000 or so is the lowest point we got to, but no, it's really below $4,000. Bitcoin has reported a 161% growth. At the present time, Bitcoin is being traded at 99.52. Of course, now it's a little bit lower, but the trading volume is very high as well, of which a lot is most likely fake Tether money. April, however, turned out to be one of the most active months in Bitcoin's price history, and the derivatives market was a place to watch as the trends took shape for predicting the movement of the Bitcoin before the halving. The tremendous fall in Bitcoin in March drove up the volume of transactions to 75.9 billion, contributed by spot and derivatives market. In April, this volume was reduced to 66.2 billion, with derivatives volume reduced by 25%, totaling to $456 billion, and spot volumes diminishing by only 13%, and as a result, the derivatives contracts represented 27% of the market in April, while it contributed 30% in March. And you can actually see it right in here, which is a pretty big difference if you ask me. It's pretty strange how that has all been changing. Looking into historical data of exchanges, Huobi was the largest derivatives exchange in April as it traded all those numbers, and they've all lost a significant value in there. The only exchange that gained volume following its performance in March was Binance, that reported a growth of 11.6%, which is definitely quite crazy. Ripple's proposal for deletable accounts has now been enabled on the XRP ledger, and here is what it means. Well, it means that anybody can now delete their account. It's actually pretty simple, but yes, how it works is if any proposal comes along, it has to have 80% consensus for 15 days straight, and it got that, so now there is that. Yeah, it's actually pretty simple to understand. It's pretty damn good, as a lot of new proposals are most likely going to be based on all of this, and I personally don't think a lot of us normal investors are going to be bothered by this whatsoever, but I think it's a cool thing to know that you can delete your account if you want to, and you can always reactivate it later as well. Let's say accept. An unprecedented expansion of every form of money, unlike anything I've ever seen. Paul Tudor Jones' full buy Bitcoin letter. So actually, I just wanted to say that there's some more info coming out about this right now, and a lot of people are making some very, 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 very big points about what is really going on with money right now, why Paul Tudor Jones went into Bitcoin right now, what's all going on with inflation, what's all going on with the economy. And I just wanted you guys to know that this is no small fit. It's nothing small. Really, the world is kind of collapsing right now in terms of economic meltdown or uncertainty, and it's been really crazy. Bitcoin halving means miners will no longer be the bigger sellers of Bitcoin. After the halving, crypto exchanges selling Bitcoin, which they collected in trading fees, may pose the biggest threat to the ongoing Bitcoin rally as miners earn less Bitcoin. Google Bitcoin halving searches surpasses that 2016 pre-event levels. Surges for Bitcoin halving have surpassed 2016 halving levels. Bitcoin's price has also increased, and fear of missing out doesn't appear to be the reason. I personally think it's a lot of retail investors who just want to get into it now because of their stimulus checks, because of the economic uncertainty, because of the uncertainty with the dollar, because they want to invest some money for a better future, and that's why people are searching up Bitcoin like crazy right now. And halving has been more hyped than ever before, which is also why those searches are way higher than anyone we've seen before. FOMO is very helpful, but I don't necessarily know if it's halving FOMO or just normal FOMO. And last but not least, the halving looms. Right plagiarizes and miners face serious difficulties. Bad crypto news of the week. Well, the only important part about this, I mean, the halving looms is not really that cool. Miners face serious issues or difficulties is not a big deal for us as they'll figure themselves out. Wright plagiarizes, however. If we scroll down a little bit, it's not just terrorists who have been up to no good, though. An anonymous blogger has accused Craig Wright, who once claimed to be Satoshi Nakamoto, I thought it was Nakamoto, interesting, of plagiarizing his doctoral dissertation. The accuser, Painted Frog, has previously accused Wright of plagiarizing his 2008 law degree dissertation. Wright is known to be litigious. That's pretty damn crazy. Pretty damn crazy, guys. But that was it for the 5-minute crypto news. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. Hopefully you learned something new. Again, make sure you subscribe for more daily news.